Na-eela Djemil spends hours editing in front of her computer screen. The challenge here is condensing her day's worth of footage into a feature-length documentary film.
What's not easy for me is like, how do I structure the story? Like, what do I want the structure of the story to be? And also, how do I add more imagery to it?
Na-eela is part of the documentary specialization at the Newmark Graduate School of Journalism. She shoots, writes, and edits her own stories. A graduate of CUNY City College, Na-eela says she always wanted to tell stories through filmmaking. It's here at the J-School she's able to do this while concentrating on her passion, international reporting, focusing on issues like mental health within the Muslim community. Documentary filmmaking is her way of shedding light on what she says is an underrepresented group.
I want to know how to do everything. I want to know how to like report on different communities and know how to tell the stories of different communities, and even like learn how to tell the story of my own community, because sometimes just because you're from a community doesn't mean you know how to tell their story.
Na-eela produced her first documentary film in undergrad called Petrichor, a short film on a young Muslim woman who suffers from depression. She says her time at the J-School helped her to continue exploring this community through storytelling. She is now working on her capstone featuring a survivor of spiritual abuse, a topic she says is not often reported.
What I learned in my international class was how to speak to and interview trauma survivors. And that was really valuable to me, because a lot of the work that I want to do has to do with trauma and surviving the trauma.
Okay, talk to you. Bye.
Yoruba Richen, the director of the documentary program at the college, says this form of storytelling involves more than just reporting and research. It's about capturing the essence of the subjects through an artistic lens.
Who are the characters? What are we following? What story are we following? How is it visual? What are we going to see on screen? So those are the kinds of things that that we study and reinforce.
I said that I told her years back, like, I would love to do a documentary about it.
Na-eela hopes that once she graduates, she will join a documentary production team to continue sharing the lives of locals through film, and one day create her own production company.
I also want to make sure that we have a production company that focuses on the Muslim community.
With these skills, it won't be a surprise to one day see these journalists featured on both the big and small screens.